So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Jets going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the New York Jets. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? The first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Flush to his right, toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
To throw, Hackenberg. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run it now with Barnard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4. Down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll start on the ground with Lynch, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. On 2nd down, Lynch. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. Now Carr looking left sideline, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They dump it off to Lynch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if we had any questions, that run kind of answered him. He's still Marshawn Lynch.
Hasn't lost a thing. Maybe running with a renewed sense of purpose and energy after that year off. On first down, Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Dante Fowler coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Play clock winding down. Third and long for Hackenberg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And he also had an interception return for a touchdown last year, another one there. What's the goal for a defensive back? One a season?
One a season is really
fantastic.
Way more than you would expect. I mean, guys set those type of goals, but rarely are they reached, rarely they achieve. To be able to pull it off back-to-back seasons, who says no one makes house calls anymore?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. So out now come the Jets. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Back to it after the pick six, Hackenberg. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it's second down. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
A second down throw for Hackenberg. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to the great.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Not something you see a whole lot of. A sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Now Carr. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And just shedding him off there. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, here we go.
They run again with Barner. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. Green, 39. Over. Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. From the gun, Hackenberg. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Hackenberg from the gun on third. Forced out to his left. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Carr. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Carr to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. To throw is Carr. And now running right through him. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. They'll turn to the power game and Olawale. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Well, they tried to let the first man through move the pile, but he's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Just way too many big bodies in there to find a lane to run. That's going to bring up a big call on fourth and goal at the 1.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Throwing again, Hackenberg on second and 10. Flush to his right. Airing one deep for Curse. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't. Hold on, third down. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and 5. To throw is McCown. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, first and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Coney Ely coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Second down, here's Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On play action, it's McCown. He's got his man, it's Curse. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bruce Irvin from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working from the gun, McCown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with Lynch. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He'll keep pounding here with Lynch. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Carr. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Barner. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
All right, here we go.
McCown to throw on 2nd down. Complete outright to Kurz. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Flushed out right, and he rifles one incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And able to find Curley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now McGuire, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
McCown, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Mario Edwards. In there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
So out come the Raiders, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Jamal Agnew, the rookie out of San Diego.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And a short game down to about the 33. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Finding room to the 20. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. McCown going to throw it here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Now a run for Barner. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play.
Zero surprise he put another through the post from long distance. The most 50-plus yard field goals in NFL history.
Yeah, hit 55 of them coming into 2017. And now 39 years old, still doing it. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Travis Carey. And some space here. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. gun, Hackenberg. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Hackenberg on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go!
First throw of overtime for McCown. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go! Boom! Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the gun, it's McCown. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a 2nd one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Marquette King now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The count now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run. It's Barner. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. McCown looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, and I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't